Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Please hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get right into today's video. So for today we will be doing some gel press-ons. So I did go ahead and measure out the nail tips I wanted to use for today's video, and I'm just gently trimming them down. I like to start off with the pinky just to get the perfect measurement out that I want, like for the length of the nails. And then I do place that underneath the next nail and cut it down to make sure everything is all nice and even. And then once that is done, we will go ahead and apply them to my nail tip stands. After the nail tips are nice and applied to the nail tip stand, we are going ahead and taking a buffer and just buffing off the shine from the nail tips. Since we are doing gel press-ons, you want to make sure to be buffing off the surface. Some people say you don't have to, but I recommend doing it just so that way it has something for the gel polish and the base coat to adhere to. And also, I do quickly want to apologize for the color changing of the video. I've realized when I use these lighter pink gloves, it does change the overlay, I guess, of the recording. So it goes from like a yellowish type of tint to like a blue tint, and I absolutely hate the yellow tint. So I do apologize for you that apologize to everyone that has to deal with that. I will be trying my hardest not to be wearing gloves for the next videos, or at least try to wear my darker pink gloves because those ones don't cause the issue at all. So back to the nail set, I am applying a little bit of this A&1 Builder Gel from Born Pretty. I do like to use it as a base coat to give it a nice thickness, so that way we can build up some structure on these nails, along with having something for the gel polish to adhere to. Once I am done applying this, I do go ahead and cure this in the light for 30 seconds. So for my cover base layers today, I will be using 047 and 051 from Elegance Nail Supply. This entire collection is my favorite to use for base colors, like nude cover type colors for gel press-ons. That first one was 051 that I showed. I recently purchased it, and it's more like a peachy pink tone. So I am going ahead and applying 2 layers of that, making sure to cure for 30 seconds in between each layer. And then the 047 I will be applying on top of this, just to kind of help it not be so peachy, if that makes sense. So here I am going in with that very thin layer of 047 just to kind of help tone down the peachiness of that previous gel color that we used. And it does work wonderfully to layer these gels. They are pretty nice and sheer, which I like because then it helps build up the opacity if you are layering. Or if you prefer to have some opaque ones, I believe Nailed by Naya has very perfect opaque type of cover gels as well. And also another thing you want to note when doing any type of press-ons, you want to make sure not to be adding too many layers just because the nails can shrink. Now, I've personally never had any problems with any nail shrinking. I've never had any customers complain, and if I made some for myself, I've never had any issues with it, but you still do want to be cautious, of course. Now, after I finish those base layers, I am going to be taking my classic white and applying that to my nail palette, and then after that, I will be taking my 25mm liner brush, and we will be doing some V Frenchies on all of the nails. I have been getting tons of requests to kind of restock the full liner brush collection, and the reason I haven't fully restocked it yet is ever since we rebranded, I do want the new brushes to kind of match that new rebranding, so I am looking for a more better color for like the base of the brush, or like the handle, I guess, and then just to have my logo on there nice and cute rather than this typical looking one on these liner brushes. These ones were my first try at liner brushes, so they weren't the best, but they were still pretty good, if that makes sense. Now, of course, when doing these liner brushes, I am still looking for a nice thin bristle on each of the brush. So these will be coming from the same supplier. So you will be having the same thinness on these bristles on the newer brush. So make sure to follow us on our Instagram. We do always update everybody when we are restocking something or when something has fully restocked. So if you want to make sure to stay up to date with that, go ahead and follow our Instagram. I will try to leave the handle right here up on our screen, and I also have it linked down below in the description box. So back to the nail design, I am just outlining my V Frenches where I want them to be on each of the nails, and then once I am done outlining it, I will go ahead and start infilling the sides. So to make my life a little bit easier when infilling the sides, I am just taking my brush from the bottle to make it faster rather than using the liner brush. If you prefer to use the liner brush, you can absolutely do that. Like I said, I just want to make my life a bit easier and kind of help the set go by a bit quicker. Now you will see that I do kind of make a mistake on the index nail, I believe. I do kind of mess up the line, so you will see how I kind of clean it up and just make everything more perfect. Or if you don't want to use the actual brush from the bottle, you can absolutely use like a cleanup brush or a thicker like nail art brush to kind of help with the process as well. When I do this process, I don't see any type of streaks or anything when doing the infilling type of process, which I absolutely love. Also, our white gel polishes are currently out of stock and we are working to restock them very soon. This is definitely our best selling gel product that we have besides our top coat. As you can see, it truly is a one coat coverage, no streaks, and it's just an amazing white gel polish product, and I highly recommend checking out our website. We have recently restocked all of our cover collections. We recently launched a new glitter acrylic collection, and soon, since the spring seasons are coming, or the spring months are coming soon, we are going to be restocking our Hello Spring collection that everybody loves each spring, along with launching another new spring glitter acrylic collection as well. But once I am done infilling the sides of the V Frenches, I will go ahead and wipe them down just to make sure it keeps the nice square shape I have, and then I will go ahead and cure that in the light for 30 seconds. So these are what the nails are looking like after everything is completely cured. So to get into what we need for the rest of the nail art, I will be using these lighter pink flowers, this cute little white bow that I have, along with these AB rhinestones I got off of Amazon. They are the plastic kind. I will be also using the BombNailz 3D texture gel and my new flash cure light that I got from Elegance Nail Supply, which I absolutely love because it's rechargeable and you do not have to be spending money on restocking on batteries for the other flashlight I was using. So as you can see, I kind of previewed what we are doing for today's nail art. I will go ahead and pop up a picture right here of the set that I am recreating. I am kind of mixing it up just a little bit, not too much. I'm still doing the same exact design, just switching a couple charms and stuff. And I am using the 3D texture gel to adhere these rhinestones and charms. Now, I just for some reason grabbed this and decided to use it to adhere all these charms and rhinestones. I do not recommend using it for that. I would stick to using it only as the texture gel that it's meant to be used for. So if I ever do something like this again, absolutely use any type of rhinestone glue or rhinestone gel or anything like that, because like I said, this texture gel is just not it. Now to describe what I am doing on this middle nail, I am just applying a bow right there, kind of towards the end, or like towards the bottom where the free edge is, and kind of outlining the V French area with the flowers and the rhinestones. And I do go ahead and flash cure this side before I work on the next side, just so that way any of the rhinestones and charms are not slipping and sliding everywhere. You will see me always flash curing when I am doing tons of rhinestones or charm placements on nails, just to make sure it prevents it from sliding around. So before I let you guys watch the rest of the video kind of play out, or the rest of the nail art process play out, when I get to the index nail and the thumbnail, I will be doing the same exact design as I did on the ring nail and the pinky nail, but I will just be applying the flowers and the rhinestones on the opposite side of the V French. And then once I am done with all the nails, like all the charms and rhinestones are completely on the nails, I will go ahead and put the entire set in the light for a full 60 seconds just to make sure everything is nice and fully cured and everything is not moving around. This is what the nail set now is looking like once everything is completely done. So to get into our top coating, I will be using our classic diamond gel top coat. It is still currently in stock if anyone is interested. We do get tons and tons of like 5-star reviews of it, saying how like shiny it is and how long the shine lasts for nail tech's clients. So if you're looking for a good affordable gel polish, I highly recommend checking ours out. And recently we also changed our shipping policy, so instead of only shipping on Tuesdays and Fridays, we are now currently shipping out every single day. So the day that you make an order, your order will be shipped out that same day, probably within a couple hours after you make your order. We have figured out a way to be able to ship out orders every day and kind of help with our shipping process to get your orders to you quicker. So if that's been like one reason why you didn't want to order or you haven't ordered from us, we highly recommend doing so now, just because we do ship out every single day. Our products are affordable and they're perfect for beginners. So go ahead and check out our website using the link down below. And also another thing I want to note, this is back to the nail set. If you're the type that likes to top coat before you do any type of rhinestones or charms, please do so before doing this type of set. It was so hard having to top coat around everything. I just like to not top coat before, just so that way if I apply too much rhinestone gel and I had to wipe away any, I don't want to have like a nasty looking spot on the top coat, if that makes sense. So that is why I like to top coat after I do the rhinestones and the charms. But if you like to do it before, I highly recommend doing that before doing this type of rhinestone and charm placement for this specific design. Now that it's completely top coated, I am just going ahead and wiping underneath and on the sidewalls of the nails to kind of help with the square shape I have. Off camera, after it's done curing, I do file the nails into shape, but you do not see that. But that is pretty much the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!